Lions signed DT Aleem McNeill to $97 million, 4-year extension. The Detroit Lions have secured defensive tackle Aleem McNeill with a lucrative 4-year contract extension worth $97 million, solidifying his role as a cornerstone of their defense. Key highlights. Coach's praise. Head coach Dan Campbell expressed his excitement, stating, "Fired up for Mac. He earned that. He's a pivotal piece for us." Unexpected timing. McNeill revealed that he was surprised by the timing of the deal, emphasizing that he wasn't expecting it to come together this week. Performance. McNeill is coming off a strong performance, matching his career high with 2 sacks in the Lions' dominant 47-9 victory over the Dallas Cowboys. Last season, he registered 5 sacks, the most by a Lions interior lineman since Ndamukong Suh in 2014. Injury concerns. The Lions are facing challenges on the defensive front, especially with Aiden Hutchinson placed on injured reserve due to a broken leg that will sideline him for at least 4 months. Hutchinson currently leads the league with 7.5 sacks. Depth adjustments. In addition to Hutchinson, the Lions placed defensive tackle Kyle Pico on injured reserve and have signed defensive end Isaiah Thomas from the Cincinnati Bengals practice squad. Looking ahead, the Lions, currently at 4-1, are preparing for a critical divisional matchup against the Minnesota Vikings, who lead the NFC North at 5-0. With McNeill's extension, the Lions are making a strong commitment to their defense as they aim for continued success in the NFC North. Giants' Andrew Thomas undergoes surgery. Out for the season. Andrew Thomas, the New York Giants' standout left tackle, is set to miss the remainder of the 2024 season after undergoing foot surgery to repair a Lisfranc injury. The procedure took place in Charlotte on Wednesday morning, according to NFL Network's Ian Rapoport. Key details. Impact of injury. Thomas, just 25, has been a key player for the Giants, having played every offensive snap this season up until his injury. His absence will be a significant setback for an already struggling team that currently holds a 2-4 record. Injury timeline. Thomas limped during a touchdown drive in the recent game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Despite playing all 79 snaps in that game, he expressed uncertainty about the severity of his condition, stating that something felt sore but was unsure of the specifics until further imaging could be done. Upcoming challenges. The Giants are preparing to face their divisional rival, the Philadelphia Eagles, this weekend. The loss of Thomas will likely make their task even more challenging as they try to regroup and improve their season. This development underscores the Giants' ongoing struggles this year, particularly in their offensive line, which will need to adapt quickly in the wake of Thomas's departure. Julian Edelman explains his loyalty to the Patriots. In the debut episode of their podcast, Dudes on Dudes, Julian Edelman discussed why he chose to remain with the New England Patriots instead of joining his former teammates Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski in Tampa Bay. Unlike Gronkowski, who made the switch after retiring, Edelman stayed loyal to the Patriots, citing his contractual obligation. Key points from the exchange. Contractual obligations. Edelman was under a 2-year, $18 million contract that extended through the 2021 season. This commitment prevented him from leaving for Tampa, going down with the ship. When Gronkowski playfully questioned Edelman's decision, Edelman firmly stated, "I had to go down with the ship," likening his loyalty to the Patriots to the iconic captain from Titanic. Gronkowski's take. Gronkowski teased that Edelman could have enjoyed a resurgence in his career by joining Brady in Tampa, suggesting that it would have been a better situation for him. However, Edelman maintained that his loyalty to the Patriots was non-negotiable. Knee issues. It's also worth noting that Edelman retired due to chronic knee problems, which may not have been resolved even with a change of scenery. Overall, Edelman's commitment to the Patriots shines through in his comments, emphasizing his one-team guy mentality despite the lure of playing alongside Brady once more. NFL news and injury updates. New Orleans Saints. Chris Olave will miss Thursday's game against the Denver Broncos due to a concussion sustained in Week 6 against the Buccaneers. He has not participated in practices since the injury. Rashid Shaheed will undergo meniscus surgery after injuring his knee in the same game. His recovery timeline remains unclear. Adding to the Saints' injury woes. New York Giants. Andrew Thomas is out for the season following surgery for a Lisfranc injury. He sustained the injury during the third quarter of a game against the Bengals but finished the match despite worsening pain. Thomas's absence is a significant blow to an already struggling offensive line. New York Jets. Davante Adams has been traded to the Jets, reuniting him with QB Aaron Rodgers. The Jets sent a conditional third-round pick, potentially upgrading to a second-round pick, to complete the deal. This comes after a disappointing loss to the Bills and amidst a coaching shakeup. Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson is set to take first-team reps as he prepares for his debut with the Steelers. Wilson, who joined the team in March, is finally healthy enough to compete for the starting position this week. Detroit Lions. Aiden Hutchinson, currently leading the league with 6.5 sacks, is expected to miss the rest of the season due to a broken tibia. He underwent surgery following his injury in Dallas. Dallas Cowboys. The pressure is mounting on Mike McCarthy after a disappointing home performance, including the worst home loss in franchise history. Despite the struggles, owner Jerry Jones has stated he is not considering a coaching change at this time. The Cowboys will have a break in Week 7 before their next 2 games on the road. NFL trade deadline buzz. WR's on the move? Intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. With the NFL trade deadline looming, the excitement is heating up, and marquee teams like the Kansas City Chiefs and Pittsburgh Steelers are on the prowl for wide receiver upgrades. Who could they target? Let's dive in. Davante Adams and Amari Cooper deals. Just like that, the landscape shifts. Davante Adams is now a New York Jet, and Amari Cooper is heading to the Buffalo Bills. This trade frenzy signals the beginning of an arms race for wide receivers that could redefine playoff rosters. Teams in pursuit. Sources indicate that both the Chiefs and Steelers are aggressively seeking new wideout talent. An AFC executive mentioned, "I think they both go for a receiver. They will definitely trade for someone before the November 5th deadline." The Steelers nearly snagged Brandon Ayuk earlier in the season, and now they're checking in on Adams. The urgency is palpable. Steelers needs. The Steelers' receiving core has been a mixed bag, with George Pickens' inconsistency and a lack of experience in the mix. They need a game-changer to stabilize their offense, especially with their quarterback situation still in flux. Adams would have been a great fit, but with him off the board, who's next? Chiefs challenges. For the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes has been having a slower than usual start this season. With tight end Travis Kelce still seeking the end zone, they need a reliable playmaker on the outside. However, their cap space is tight, complicating potential moves. Still, they're expected to make a splash. Potential trade targets. Now, let's take a look at 5 wide receivers who could soon be on the move. DeAndre Hopkins, Tennessee Titans. The Titans may look to offload Hopkins, especially if they can't leverage his remaining salary. A low draft pick could be all it takes. T. Higgins, Cincinnati Bengals. Contract negotiations have stalled, and if the Bengals find themselves out of playoff contention, they may entertain offers for Higgins, but a new team would need to negotiate an extension. Cooper Kupp, Los Angeles Rams. With Kupp's future in doubt due to age and injuries, the Rams could be tempted to trade him if they falter this season. Expect teams to show interest. Mike Williams, New York Jets. With Adams joining the Jets, Williams is likely on the chopping block. He brings size and red zone potential but will need to prove his worth after a quiet 2022 season. Adam Thielen, Carolina Panthers. Thielen offers veteran reliability. As the Panthers spiral, he might be the first to go, providing depth for a playoff contender. Looking ahead, with the clock ticking down to the November 5th deadline, keep your eyes peeled for more developments in the WR market. The race is on, and teams are hungry for that extra edge as they gear up for the playoffs. Week 6 highlights. Now, let's switch gears and check out some standout performances from Week 6. From Caleb Williams' impressive throws to Brock Purdy's pinpoint accuracy, the rookie quarterbacks are making waves. Wrap up. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more NFL updates and analysis. Who do you think your team should trade for? Let us know in the comments below.